want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Put your hands in the air.
Give me all your money. Money.
Hello, humanity. As I can see, you're a bit lost. No worries, don't panic. Here we are, the Order of the Old Volunteers, and we will show you the way of success. And we will try to prepare you for unexpected things you will face in this project. There you go.
I still remember the first day when I came in Poland, and it feels like yesterday. A moment in my life that was starting without me knowing exactly where it would lead me and how challenging it will be. The whole project was quite an adventure that made me feel more confident, to trust myself more. To put it more simply, it was an evolution. I felt that I was able to discover myself, to feel free, and one of these thanks to the people that surround me. For sure it was hard at the beginning, but we were full of energy and full of desires to make something amazing for the community, for everybody who wants to join our events. It gives you freedom to create something, to put yourself in value, also to discover new passions, new skills that you wouldn't know. And the most important, to work in a group, which is challenging but also amazing and very beautiful. In schools was amazing. I think we had a big impact. We saw the kids, how they were embracing our workshops and our work. So if I will sum it everything in a few words, I will say that everything that we did here was amazing. And I want to inspire you all to give your best, to break your limits, give freedom to your imagination, and think big, think out of the box, and be yourself. And for sure you will do an amazing job.
We were 8 volunteers who did an individual project, and there were various and different. One was about shadow theater, Another one was a training for our EVS group about experiential, and another one was a promotion of board game around Lesnica 65. Then there was also one about a rehabilitation program for people in wheelchair. Another one was exhibition and exchange of photography. And the last one was Spanish courses in a funny way and creative way to improve your level in Spanish.
In general, many of the volunteers that made their projects, they were thinking in their passions and dreams. Also, they were thinking in some skills that they wanted to improve because they practiced before in some other experience. If we talk about the goals of each project, we can say that many of them could achieve them. Either it was bringing people together or helping another people or communities. During the process of all of the projects, all of us, we got new skills like self-confidence, responsibility, online communication and organization of different events, and work in a multicultural group as well. We improve our skills that we already had.
All the volunteers who did their individual projects felt the support of the organization, because in each project there was the help of Kuba, our coordinator, but also Marta, or Jan, and even Paulina. So they were all satisfied about the help that they had during the process of their project. Working with foreigner people was really interesting and amazing, because we could see how the other people were working to get at the end all the same target. Also, we could improve our skill working in a multicultural team. Of course, all of us, we felt this linguistic barrier. It's something normal and usual, but also it's really interesting because we can grow up like a person. And in the moment of difficulties, we had to deal in the best way in function of all the different situations to understand each other. So we were using some tools like Google Translation or Polish speaker to get the same goal.
From our point of view, we recommend to make a project because if you have a nice idea or a passion, this place is the correct place because you will find material, the support of the organization, and they will help you to make it real. Just remember that you should make a structure and do it. Just do it, try it, and don't be afraid.
And now let's talk about Tratva. Tratva has not one, not two, not three, but even more places. In here you can find a lot of amazing people doing an amazing job, like Kuba would say. Let's talk about them. Robert, the king of Tratva, dedicated his life to create better tomorrow for the society. If you will be nice, he will give you a ride with his motorcycle. Ring, ring! Kuba, your coordinator and lifesaver. Yes! Will help you to realize your ideas and keep you motivated. Just don't forget to remind him things. Jan, the CEO of Dabie, just obsession, whatever. If you need help planning, organizing events, he's your guy. Also, if you want to freeze in the mountains. God damn it, god damn it. And here we have Marta, known as Pia Kutzner in Facebook. The mastermind of the office, keeps everything in order and collects your tickets. Almost killed everyone in the Polish camp. Sabina, aka Sabinka, the designer and the audiovisual master, creates the image of the organization, can make you a cool Facebook profile if you ask nicely. Next one, Paulina, aka Paulinka. As you can see, we are not so original with the names, but anyway, she's a Kuba's little helper, master of animation, makes Polish language sweet, like soplica with nuts! And the last person that we have here is Ignacio Solabre. Just kidding, it's Nacho, one more Kuba's little helper, can figure out any solution in any situation, can hitchhike faster than you can drive. Damn! Now let's speak about the houses. Here we have Dominikanska, in the center, fancy, but no party, no alcohol, no smoking, no woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. The second place is Emila Zegadovichka, whatever. Here we have a cool place, amazing neighbors, and yes, party. And in the third place we have Ridigera, right between Dominikanska and Zegadovicha, next to your working place, with amazing living room, but of course with without party. No.
In Poland, it's not really used to kiss people. It's a part of cultural shock. I think you should ask the question since the start, are you ready to face cultural shock? And you're not. Because it's impossible to get prepared to live in another country completely different, like Poland. In general, they are colder. For me, which is Latin, it's most difficult because here people like to keep distances. Also, my first mentor told me, don't get attached too much into Polish people you will meet, because it's true, and I have faced this in my own life. Girlfriend, friends, or anything, they can disappear from one day to another. But it's not a big drama. It's not everyone like this. Also, they love to make you. But in general, people are nice. They can sometimes be a little rude because it's a norm here. They can interrupt you, not say every time please, or be really friendly. It's part of the culture. But was it magical? You are not ready for cultural shock, and you will enjoy it because it's this adventure, to know it will be really great. To live in a different country, to be with people from different country, and you are inside working with people from every country of Europe. So it means different organization, different expectation, different kind of mentality, and you will have to deal with all that. And it's what will make this experience great, because during this year you will have to improve a lot about yourself and understand a lot of differences. You choose well because this city is really nice, perhaps one of the best in Poland. 1 year of project, it means different steps, you know, it's little like a line. At first, it's where you are just at the start, so it's a moment of excitation, it's the honeymoon, we call it. You discover completely new country, completely new life with new friends and so many people that you couldn't expect to meet. But of course, and it's normal, completely normal, with the time you will surely have, with the work, with the routine, a little frustration coming, and you can go a little downer. It's a little sad because you realize you don't have the languages, you are not independent, and it's not your country. But it's normal, and you don't have to be afraid about this. And it happens to a lot of people, it happens to me. But today everything is good, and I'm still here since 1 year, and I'm really happy about it. This city has so much to offer. You can go out to drink a beer. Polish people love to drink beers. The organization is super nice. Every time people are ready to help you in every problem you can face. Don't be afraid, keep continuing, be inside the country because it's the adventure, and it's why this adventure is really great.
Dzień dobry, dear volunteers. If after 1 week of your project you are having a lot of fun, everything is fine, you are breaking your glasses, no worries, because Sylvia can cover for this, then you can have some new pair of fancy glasses. Something happened, some crazy party, some fun, then you can do something like your backpack, your little bag, your wallet inside. So you will contact the police. Yeah, you will explain what happened. Yes, it's pointless. I have millions of letters from the police. I didn't have back my documents and stuff. But I can recommend you something smart. Like you can have a copy of your ID, not the real one. Have a fake like a copy. So you are safe. If you want to train some hardcore sport, yeah, I can recommend you Muay Thai, for example. But I have to say, it can be dangerous. You can break some bones or waste something. You have to go to the hospital. Be careful. Because the doctor in Poland fixed not in a proper way my bones, for example, so I have to make the surgery and break again my bones. So I can recommend you, for example, to come back in your country during your vacation and make this surgery, and you can be covered as well from Sydney also after 2 months after the end of the project. So have fun. La la la.
Welcome to another episode of Tratva Lessons.
Today I'm here to explain you more about what is Signa. Signa is the insurance that the volunteers have during the whole period of the voluntary service. So what you should know is that before to come here, your sending organization should contact you and explain you more details about it. But don't worry if they don't contact you, because the hosting organization, even your mentors here, will help you for sure. So, before to come here, one important thing that you should do is to get your European health insurance card. You should do it in your country before to come here, and with that card, if you go to the doctor, you will not pay for the visit in advance. So like that, you just will have to pay for the medicines in the pharmacy. During the process, during your whole EVS, what's happening if you need to go to the doctor? You just need to go and get an appointment. But remember that sometimes you will not find people who speak English. So if you can go with someone who speaks Polish, it will be much better. Anyway, if you find someone who can speak English, for sure you will go alone and everything will be fine. Remember always get the invoice, don't forget, because with that document is to claim for the money online. And the benefits that you can search better, but in general covers all of the doctors, hospital, any problem that you can have, like accidents, even dentists, and to get new glasses, for example. After all of this process, if you finish your voluntary service, but still if you have to claim for some money, don't worry, because if you have your invoice, you can do it a few months later and it will be fine. So that's all. You will be safe in the new city. So I hope that you learn stuff, and if you still have some questions, just ask people who are around you. Thank you.
Cześć, przepraszam, wiesz może, która jest godzina?
Sorry?
Która jest godzina? Możesz sprawdzić w telefonie?
I don't know.
Rozumiesz mnie?
English?
Nie, ale gdybyś nie mówię po angielsku, gdybyś tylko sprawdziła godzinę.
Nie.
Godzinę?
Nie.
Okej, dobra, dzięki.
I didn't know what she wanted, so what can I say? I don't know Polish. Excuse me, I'm looking for a bus stop to go to the center. Could you help me?
Nie rozumiem, możesz po polsku?
Sorry?
Po polsku, bo ja nie rozumiem, o co ci chodzi.
English?
Nie, ja po polsku mówię.
Thank you. During your voluntary service, you will have Polish lessons, so as you can see, probably will be useful to take it.
After all these topics about work and stuff, we will speak about free time. So, let's go. Let's prepare. So you have your free time that is always limited, but you can always negotiate with Cuba. One idea is go to the mountains. That is really beautiful here. And probably in March there will be snow in the mountains. So you can go in half an hour, 1 hour with the train. It's quite cheap because you will also have your card. This one. There is a huge discount for this with this card. And you have the resource of Jan, that like the specialist on this kind of stuff in the mountains, and he's always can advise you where to go. Okay. Czarna Góra, Szklarska Poręba, we also went. Skalne Miasto, it was in Czech Republic, really nice place. Beautiful rocks. Another option is festivals. As probably you don't know, but in Poland they have the biggest rock festival in Europe, the open air, called Przestanek Woodstock. You will have here now the pictures of people that went. Probably it's a really nice idea to spend your holidays in this kind of festival.
Мы тебя научим шевелить булки и работать правильно жопой. И в недалеком будущем ты будешь летать, как будто бы Джордан. Стопудово выше, чем башни Парижа.
Это грибы, хата оригинал. Надевай спортивные штанишки, будем работать. Also, you have the option of visiting other volunteers from other places of Poland. As you probably will discover that you have many, like 2 trainings, the on-arrival training and the midterm training. A lot of volunteers from many places, Gdansk, Krakow. So that's also a great option to travel and to spend your vacation and free time. Don't miss that option. Always make friends and contacts with these other volunteers.
Среди старых кварталов нас ищут копы. Это каменный город, где все по дефолту. Наш звук называй самым низкочастотным. Тут в приоритете снести твою голову. Ненавидят соседи нас, пока на бедах зашкаливает приторный бас. Это принципиально не времени спать. Не перебивай. Пусть стены дрожат и трещат по швам. Это back in the days, да тебе в самый раз. Нас ненавидят копы, значит мы наваливаем бас. Копы так не любят нас.
Okay, so we already spoke about some of the ways that you can spend your free time, as it festivals, sightseeing, especially in the mountains, also visiting other volunteers, and there is also many groups in Facebook that you can always check, like expats or language exchange groups, and hitchhiking also. That's the last way that I wanted to speak about. Hitchhiking, the best way of traveling for us. Cheap, of course, because you have not so much money in this volunteering, so do hitchhiking is the best way of traveling.
Здесь самый громкий звук для людей. Мало места, мне нужен воздух и бас, чтобы подорвать все как последний раз. Здесь не видно глаз, здесь не видно глаз. Нас ненавидят копы, значит мы наваливаем бас.
Среди старых кварталов нас ищут копы. Это каменный город, где все по дефолту. Наш звук называй самым низкочастотным. Тут в приоритете снести твою голову. Ненавидят соседи нас, пока на бедах зашкаливает приторный бас. Это принципиально, нету времени спать. Руки в воздух летят только здесь и сейчас. Не перебивай, не перебивай.